Welcome everybody, Farm Sim Snowy here. In this video we're going to look at a new mod map released for Farming Simulator 19. This is the Farm of Ben by Fullpowershift. As you can see top right, it's 182.99 megabytes to download. And it says, you just inherited your Uncle Ben's farm. At the start you have a house, buildings, a few machines, sheds, livestock and money. You can harvest, work and sow your lands. You are now a weekend farmer. You will have to work hard to get the best harvests, increase your income and expand your farm. Features: various landscapes, new buildings, 11 fields from 0.32 to 7.8 hectares. Seasons mod ready, precision farming ready, and manure system ready, which is PC only. So when you hit install, there is 3 required mods, as you can see, which they will automatically download, or they did for me, and they are the bunker silo MA7, Legrand agricultural awning, which are both by MA7, and then you've got the fuel tank 5000L, which was by Vertex Design. Obviously when you install that will install those 3 mods automatically unless you have already got them downloaded. Now I'm guessing you don't have to use them, but obviously the area they are in, which you'll see in a second, will be bare, so there will be nothing there, so just bear that in mind. So without further ado, let's jump in and we'll take a look. And here we are. This is where you start off in all 3 modes, and we'll go through everything in a second, but let's have a quick look at the map. This is the map. Not a lot of fields on here, I'm afraid. There's only 9 fields, so although it looks quite a big map, there's quite a few areas that feel a little bit wasted in space. But I'm in new farmer mode like I do all my map tours. And we start off here and we own fields 11 and 3. So we've got our farmyard area here, this long rectangle section, and then fields 3 and 11. Now the farmyard area and field 11 come as one chunk, so to buy that and the other modes will be 238,584. Field 3 is 172,000. And then the prices of the fields are going to vary, obviously, as you can see. So 7 is 249,000, 5 is only 63,000, 8 comes with 9 as well, 142. I might as well show you the others. Field 1, 203,000, 2, 42, 6, 288. Now you can just about see the difference in the shade of green between this and this. So these areas around the outside of the map you can't buy, but anything with a darker colour. So we've got sort of a little bit of forestry mixed in. You can buy these areas like so, as you can see. So none of this you can buy because it's the lighter colour green, but all up here. There's no BGA on here, which again could be a bit off-putting for some people. And you can't buy any of the areas where the sell points are or the shop, because when we get down to the shop I'll show you why that is a little bit of a shame. But that is the map. I don't think there's anything else to go over. There's only a few sell points if we go into this menu. So we've got 5. So co-op's going to be your main sell point for your standard crop types. Barn is going to take potatoes, sugar beet, sugar cane, and then all your bale sort of types, loose or in bales, silage, grass, hay and straw. Sawmill's going to do your wood chips and your lumber. Dairy station, eggs and milk, and then your spinnery is going to do your cotton and wool. So that is pretty much it. There is contracts available, as you can see. Over here we will visit this area. We had these little dots there, which normally, like here, symbols your equipment, Now you can't click on these, so they're not showing up, but again we'll visit that area and I'll show you. It's a little bit odd, I thought, and made me wonder about certain things, but I'll go over that in a second when we get to it. So in new farmer mode we start off here, and all the other 3 modes, sorry. So this is our farmhouse, sleep trigger there at the door. And in new farmer mode we start off with all this equipment. Let's go back to the very start. In new farmer mode it's 627 slots out of 1299. You can get that down to 427 slots by selling everything. But in new farmer mode we start off with a John Deere 6155M, John Deere 6135M, the John Deere T560 harvester, the old Lizard pickup, Agroliner trailer, header for our harvester, corn header, got a plough, cultivator, we've got a seeder, which is a direct drill, we've got a planter, fertilizer spreader, a mower, we've got a loading wagon, forage wagon, we've got a front loader with 3 attachments, 2 header trailers, and then we've got our cow shed which holds 100 cows, got a farm silo which is just standard crop types, that holds 200,000 litres, and then we've got a farmhouse. So as you can see, these last 3 are modded in items, so you can sell them and they are still available in the store. So as well as the mods that have to be downloaded with the map, you've got these 3 that are involved. Now in terms of the other 2 modes, Farm Manager and Start from Scratch, you start off with all the same equipment except the cow shed, the farm silo. So you don't get these 2. You get the farmhouse with the sleep trigger, but you just don't get the cow shed and the farm silo. And that will be 605 slots. And again, if you sell everything in those 2 modes, it goes down again to 427 slots. Like so. So in here, like I said, animal pens, got our cow shed there, and silos, got our farm silo, so they are there to buy if you wish. We've even got the farmhouse there to buy as well. Right, let's have a quick look round our farm. So I'm going to grab the pickup, be a little bit lazy. Just there in front of us is field 3, which we start off in new farmer mode. We've got a little bit of a placeable area there on the left for something else, maybe another animal pen, chickens or something. So this is the Legrand agricultural awning, which is one of the required mods, and then this is the fuel tank one. As you can see, all of our equipment is stored under there, or most of our equipment I should say. And then we'll drive down here. It's quite open, this farm area. If we jump out here, this is the bunker silo MA7, another required mod. But the strange thing I noticed, if we put the help menu on, when you go in, it doesn't come up with the fill level and compacting percentage. So I don't know if that's going to be a bit of an issue. Let's just drive a little bit forward. Feeling a bit lazy today, I think I've had too much sun. And this is our cow barn, which is quite huge. So you've got your slurry tank here. Now pretty much everywhere on the map that's a place or sign of interest has got these markers on, so you're not going to get stuck for where's this, where's that. Obviously if you play with your interactive markers off, they won't be there, but if you want some help to start off with, then that's going to help you there. So that's your slurry tank just there, pretty straightforward. And again over here, as you can see, we've got all these symbols. So all your feed and your straw triggers are just going to be here for your cows. As you can see, we start off with 5 cows of each type of those. So we've got black and whites, 5 of, and you've got 5 brown and whites. Obviously that's only new farmer mode. They've all got water, they've got straw fully, look, they've got TMR to go, and a bit of hay silage, and also there's 50,000 litres of slurry ready to go in the tank. So that's pretty cool to get you going. Open that gate, it sounds a bit off. You got your water point just there and your trough, and then you got your dialogue box just there. This will hold 100 cows like I said. Open up this gate so you can drive through. Your manure is going to appear in this section here. This shed comes with the cow barn, which is why it makes it big. So you've got your loading wagon just there. If we run down this side, we've got our farm silo, and again you've got all the symbols showing you what you can tip in, but it is just your standard crops. So you tip in there, pipe out there, 200,000 litre capacity, and then just here we've got our milk point for the cows. So there you go, all pretty self-explanatory. And we will leave the farmyard area. And we will go left out of here and we'll go down to, I think the shop is next. It's got a little bit of American feel about it. I think it's these white fences that giving me that vibe. But there's also some different areas on the map where I kind of feel you feel like you're in a different area from America, so it's all a bit, I don't know. Right, so this is the shop, and why I said earlier about it being a shame that you can't buy the shop. Look how huge this area is. You've got this whole area here, and you're not going to be able to put anything down because you can't buy it, you can't own it, and you can't put anything down there as it is. So we've got a pressure washer just stood there. We've got your workshop zone just there and the trigger just over there. Our side mower's just there, or our mower, sorry, just there. And inside here we've got a forklift, which we can use, which is pretty cool. Obviously that's not in our garage, so again that is technically eating up the slot count. So you got your workshop icon trigger there, shop trigger just there. I like the shop though, it's quite cool with all the things inside hanging up. This is a door, you can't open it but you can just walk straight through it. We've got a couple of John Deere models there, the office out the back. So yeah, it's got a couple of little niggly things I think on here. So we'll leave the shop. Actually, one thing I didn't test is the reset point. I'm hoping it's going to be the shop because it's now if it's at the farm. Yeah, that's a cool. So your reset point's just here at the shop. That's good. Alright, we're going to head on down now, sort of south of the map, because down there, see, I like these little signs, sort of billboards there. Look, hyper fast, hyper tasty, hyper cube pizza. Definitely sort of American vibe there. Just down here we've got a couple of sell points and things on top of each other. Now I haven't tested whether this gate does open itself at a certain time, but you can open it anyway. There's a train up there which sort of does run across there, but that is just for decoration. but it's quite cool. And now this is exactly the same as what we come across on Poppy Plains the other day. This sell point just here, and the triggers, when you tag the places up, they're a little bit off. So if, for instance, right, let me show you what we did. So we checked out all our farm area, we came out, we come down here, went to the shop, down here, and we're now at all this area here, which has got a lime station there, barn, co-op, and your animal dealer. But if we, sorry, I was going to show you that, wasn't I? If we do that, that is the co-op, tag that up, it's showing over there. But if we jump out, we've got the symbols all on the floor. So that is your co-op sell point. Just over here we've got a nice handy area where you can buy seed, solid fertilizer, herbicide, lime and liquid fertilizer, which is quite cool. And then if we drive forward, we've got this zone here, which is your barn where you sell all your bells or your loose of these type. You'll also do potato, sugar beet and sugar cane. Now these doors will open whether the whole trigger works for everything, so it doesn't matter what door you go in. Let's get rid of that. I'm not sure, I haven't tested, so I don't know if there's a specific door. I wouldn't have thought so. I think it's just this whole big area is your sell point. So there you go, that's that area. Got a nice big field there to our left. We're going to come up here, cut across field 1 to our left, and we'll head down to the sawmill. I think it's up here. As you can see, it has a nice size field. There's sort of little buildings dotted around the map just for decoration again. Now this sawmill, when I come into this, it gave me a sort of Mediterranean vibe, sort of like Italian, Spanish sort of type. But I like the wooden bridge coming across the river. Like I say, it has got some nice features on this map, but it's not going to be for everyone. As you can see, look, it looks a bit, doesn't it? Something out of the Mafia or something. But this is going to be a sawmill. Again, huge space. Whether you'd class it as wasted space, I don't know. There you go, you've got your zone there for your lumber and your icon. And then your wood chips just round the back there, as you can see again with the markers there. I think it would be quite a good map if you're new to the game, sort of starting out. You could come on here with all the interactive markers so you can see where goes where, and there's not a lot of fields on here, and it will be quite difficult, I think, to sort of create new fields. What I'll do at the end of the tour is I'll go up into landscape mode and I'll show you some of the areas what I'm talking about. But I'll probably cut now until we're coming past our farmhouse. So we're just coming past our farm entrance, just gone past it. And now on the right we've got a fuel point. See, I like that, that's quite cool, the old sign there, Maplefield Goldcrest Valley. So just there we've got a fuel point, petrol station, and you got a nice sort of water area coming through there. It's got some nice features like that. I like that, a little bridge coming up across the water, and then if we look to the right we've got a dam over there, which is quite nice again. And also I quite like the look of this over here. I'm going to cut through the trees because field 5, which I think is quite good, quirky, something a bit different, is sort of sunk into the ground. I think you get to it over there in that corner, far corner. But but we'll carry on up here because there's some more sell points. Again, nice little features with the bridges there. I'll do a bit of overtaking. This is the spinnery, I believe. Oh, and that is a crash. So this is a bit raised up there, as you can see, but you can see the markers, worn cotton, that's your spinnery. I like this bit coming up as well, going through the tunnel, that's quite cool. A random house there on its own. And if we swing into here, sort of come back on yourself, this is your milk and egg sell point. Again, you've got your markers to show you where it is, just there, look, although they are upside down now. So let's have a quick look what we did. We came out of this area, we cut across this field, through there to the sawmill, back out, and then I brought you back in somewhere around here. Petrol station, fuel station, cross the bridge, spinnery, through the tunnel, dairy station. Then we'll come through here, this is all like a residential area, we'll come all the way up round here. I'll show you this bit and then we'll drive through here, and that's about it really, because there's nothing else to see here really. This is all sort of like a built up area, sort of apartments, offices, something like that, which we will see in a second. So yeah, when I say it does feel like, I mean, I don't want to sound rude or anything like that, because anyone who, oh yeah, this is something actually I noticed, we've had this on maps before, you've got that water, falling water sound, waterfall, and really we're not anywhere near the water, and that's not a waterfall, that's like a calm. So that's something I spotted as I drove through there. What was I saying? Yeah, anyone that has a go at modding or does modding, you know, hats off to them, because I wouldn't even know where to start. So I'm not dissing the map at all, I'm just saying that some sort of areas just feel like it's a little bit wasted. Probably could have had a few more little fields on here. That car's just parked there, I nearly crashed into that earlier when I was whizzing round to have a look. But I do like this, is it a freeway, I suppose you call it a freeway in America? Interstate. Dual carriageway in the UK. Right, so we need to turn right. I'm going to cut across you, sorry pal. Now you've got a bit of a sort of windy switchback that goes all the way down and around like this, but for the purposes of time and speed we're going to do a bit of Dukes of Hazzard and just fly off the end like that. There we go. So we've got like a sort of overgrown area with a barn like that, and this is the area I was on about with these icons sort of showing up which you can't click, but when you come in you've got the old Fiat there, look. You've got a polymag plough cultivator, you've got the bison harvester with a header. I think that's the 4 things that are there which you can't click on, but they're all solid models, you can't get in them. So are they eating into the slot count? That is what I'm not sure about, but that just looks like a, you know, it doesn't look like a model, it looks like the proper tractors just sat there, but we can't get in there. So that's something that I was curious about and wanted to investigate. Now we're going to come out of here and I'm going to drive up the slope to save time again. You got another random car parked down here. Oh, go on, pick up, you can do it. Then I think we'll just drive down through here just to show you a little bit. It's not a lot to see here. So there's just this area really, there's a few shops underneath the apartments, offices, and that is about it really. There's nothing else to see up this far end. So what I'll do is I'll park here and we'll go into landscape mode. I can't go out much further than that, but as you can see, even up the top here, look, you've got areas you could, you know, if you can get a track road up into here, you could clear these trees, a little bit of landscaping. I think if you want to add more fields, you're definitely going to have to use the landscaping tool, but there's not a lot. You know, you're not going to get out that far, I wouldn't have thought. I think that's the edge of the map there, but there's all these little areas like this. You could clear all the trees there, fit a field in there, so there is some potential. I think you've got a couple of little houses there, as you can see. All this area again, but it's not completely flat, it's raised up into different levels. Then you've got your dam just there, and again this area, lots of trees in, but it's all different sort of levels. Definitely not going to be easy. Could probably reduce this down and make a field in there, quite a big one. But there you go, that is it. That is the Farm of Ben by Fullpowershift. So if you have all enjoyed the tour, please give us a like, and if you haven't subscribed yet, then please do, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos of mine. I've been Farm Sim Snowy. Stay frosty.